How to run a job search like a business project. Most job searches fail for one very, very simple reason. They're run unprofessionally, reactive, emotional, disorganized, and hope driven. People apply when they feel motivated. They pause when they feel tired. They panic when silence hits. Then they repeat that cycle and call it the market. That is not strategy. That is a stress disorder with your resume, your CV attached. If you ran your business, your department, and your team this way, you would be fired from your work. So today I want to reframe the job search properly. It's not as a scramble, not as a numbers game, but as a business project, because that's what it is. I'm Martin Buckland, a global executive career management practitioner. I have seen many learned business professionals fail or lengthen their job search simply because they don't treat the job search seriously. So here are some tips. Number one, define your objective before you do anything. Don't just jump into a job search. At work, you build a business plan, a business case. So every business project starts with a clear objective. Yet most professionals start a job search with something like, I'm open to opportunities. That is not an objective, that is a shrug. Far too vague, far too vague. Your job search objective must be specific enough to guide decisions. What role or level are you targeting? What is the scope of your responsibility you are seeking? What industries generally make sense for your background, your skill set? What geography? What is your compensation range? You need to articulate and message those before you do anything else. If you cannot articulate your target in one clean sentence, you are not ready to market yourself. Ambiguity creates wasted effort. Clarity creates traction. Number two, treat yourself as a product. You are a product and you're sending that product to the market. This is where people get uncomfortable. They get the shakes, which is ironic because discomfort doesn't stop the market from judging you anyway. In a business project, you need to define that project before you sell it. You need to do the same for yourself. Your resume, your CV on one side, and your LinkedIn profile on the other side, and you are the product in the middle there. Your resume, your CV is not a career autobiography. Your LinkedIn profile is not a diary. Your story is not about the effort. It's about the value, emphasizing to your defined audience, your worth, your value. What problems do you solve? What scale have you operated at? What decisions? What decisions have you owned? What outcomes can be measured? You need to think about these. If you can't answer those questions clearly and confidently, neither can an executive recruiter. You are not applying for jobs. You are positioning yourself as a solution to the company you are applying to. Number three, build that business case. It's not just about documents. Most people obsess over their formatting of their resume, their CV, the fonts, the margins, the length. Yes, that's very important, but it's like polishing slides without knowing the message. Your resume, your CV, your LinkedIn profile, and the interview narrative must all reinforce the same business case. This is who I am commercially. This is the level I operate at. This is why I'm relevant now. If those three assets tell different stories, you will look confused. Confused candidates don't get hired. Consistency builds credibility. Credibility builds momentum. Credibility strengthens the intrigue in you, Number 4, create a pipeline. Businesses don't rely on one client. Smart job seekers don't rely on one application. You need to have a pipeline. That means separating activity into various categories: target companies, recruiter relationships, network conversations, direct approaches, warm referrals or hot referrals. Job boards are not a pipeline. They are just one channel, and a weak one at that. A real pipeline is visibility, trackable, and reviewed weekly. If you cannot tell me how many conversations you are actively progressing, you are not running a search. You are waiting. Waiting is not a strategy. Number 5, time block like a professional. Business projects run on specific schedules. Job search collapses because they don't have those schedules. You don't job search when you feel like it. Don't sit on your couch, your sofa, and think a job's going to come to you. You time block it. You need to outreach, follow-ups, networking calls, content updates, be active on LinkedIn. You need to conduct market research. This removes the emotion from the process. You don't wake up asking, do I feel confident today? Do I feel confident today? You execute because you're in the calendar. Discipline beats motivation every time. So be disciplined. In short, I want to reiterate this several times. This job search is a full-time appointment. A job search is a full-time appointment. Treat it as such. Don't be distracted by your spouse asking you to complete various chores. The more hours you spend on a job search, the faster you will return to work. It's as simple as that. Measure what account, number 6, measure what account actually matters. Businesses track leading indicators, not just results. Your job search should too. So you need to track conversations booked, recruiter responses, follow-ups completed, introductions made, interviews progressed, and there are more. Be very disciplined. So silence is data. Rejection is feedback. If something isn't working after 30 to 45 days, you don't spiral. You adjust that strategy. That's how business professionals run their projects. Number 7, manage stakeholders properly, courteously. You have stakeholders in this project, whether you acknowledge them or not. They can be executive recruiters, human resource managers, referrals, former colleagues, family members even. Each group requires different communication. Mass emails destroy trust, just like that. Generic messages kill credibility. Be specific, be professional. Professional job searchers communicate with intention, short, relevant, and respectful messaging. This is not just about chasing, it's about positioning yourself as someone worth engaging, someone worth buying. Remember, you are a product. Do they want to buy that product? Number 8, control the narrative in interviews. Interviews aren't conversations, they are presentations with interruptions. If you don't control the narrative in an interview, the interviewer will. Your stories must be prepared and rehearsed, structured, and aligned to the role level you are targeting. Not rambling, not apologetic, and not defensive. Interviews are a two-way street. Ask questions too. Prepared executives come across as calm and collected. Unprepared ones come as risky. Number 9, review weekly and adjust ruthlessly. Every business project has a review cadence. Your job search needs one too. Once a week, ask yourself, what moved forward? What stalled? What worked? What needs to change or tinkering? Need to think about all these as you are transitioning through. No emotion, no self-judgment, just facts. This is how you stay in control instead of being dragged through the market. Remember, you are the CEO of your career, whether you are employed or whether you are in career transition. A job search is not personal. It feels personal, but it isn't. It's a commercial transaction between risk and value. When you run it like a business project, 3 things happen. You regain control, you reduce stress, you become far more attractive to decision makers. Your career is your business. Run it like one. I'm Martin Buckland, your global executive career management practitioner. Your career is your business. Manage it like a business. If anybody wants a free, no obligation resume critique, please send your resume to the address below and I will contact you for a 30-minute, no obligation, no sales pitch, Zoom. Doesn't matter where you live in the world. I work globally. I'm a global expert. And we will arrange for a 30-minute Zoom call. And I will go through your resume, your CV from top to bottom. For more information on all facets of executive career management, please visit my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, and press the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of upcoming videos. Thanks for watching today. So what have you learned from this video? Are you now going to reconsider how to facilitate your job search?